understand what's going on.
Call the Audit and Finance Committee meeting together for October 24th, 2018. We got attendance starting. Mr. Clay, would you say your name, please, where you're from?
Yes, I am William M. McClay.
Please face the camera.
District 12.
Where's this violin?
Maybe we better stop right there. Ms. Willingham, you're next.
I don't even know my own name. Wanda Willingham, 3rd Legislative District, Arbor Hill, West Hill, North Albany, and Shaker Park.
Thank you. Mr. Higgins.
Christopher Higgins, 5th District, downtown Albany.
Ryan.
Joe O'Brien, 25th District, West Albany and Loudonville.
Mark Grimm, Vice Chair, Dublin 29th, which is Western Ave in Connerville.
Charlie Dawson, Chair of Audit and Finance, Glenmont and Delmar. Ray.
Ray Joyce, 13th, Pine Hills of Albany.
Rich Mendick, 36th District, Selkirk and South Bethlehem.
Paul Bergdorf, 23rd District, Latham, Loudonville, and the Village of Village of Colony.
The best part, right? So we have 100% attendance tonight. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting? So moved. Second by Mr. Grimm. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Number 1, resolution number 232, requiring quality of funding regarding the Albany County Legislative Grants Award Program. Is the sponsor here?
I am here on the...
No, we can only have the sponsor.
So, just for the members of the committee, we just dealt with this in the previous committee. Mr. Ethier has, in writing, designated Mr. Signoraci as a sponsor to act.
However, we don't do it that way. The sponsor has to be here. If I have a...
Not
No, you
according
passed the
to
resolution.
I have a motion to table the...
You can't,
Mr. O'Brien, second by...
Well, if this committee...
Hold on, this is going to wind up being moved out on the 60-day rule. You passed it as...
Go ahead, Mr. Signoraci.
It's 60 days, we're pushing it out. No recommendation.
Hasn't been 60 days yet. It'll automatically go to the floor.
It was
It'll
correct.
automatically go to the floor on
Correct.
November, right?
No,
So
tonight.
just wait.
Tonight.
For the members of the committee, the 60-day rule was invoked in August. As you all recall, review the video. There's a right to move this out one way or another.
Is this the bill that came to the floor that was referred back to committee?
Yeah, it hasn't been 60 days.
No, it was
Not how
defeated.
this
It was defeated.
Didn't we just table it?
No, this is another one of Mr. Ether's bills.
Defeated this measure.
Right, so we don't, so this committee does not need to act because the 60 days is not up yet. This committee does not have to act. It will go automatically to the floor, so same difference.
Is that the opinion of council?
No, that's incorrect. The past practice of this body, since this was invoked in August, by the time we get to the committee meeting, the purpose of the 60-day rule is to pass 60 days at the full legislative meeting in which it'll be voted on. That has been the practice of this body for as long as I've been here and as long as council has been in its current position. If the committee chooses to disregard that rule.
Didn't this measure come to the floor and we voted it down?
No.
Nope, you're thinking of Mr. Ethier's previous resolution that was addressed in the previous
It
committee.
was not voted out of this committee. It has not been 60 days. So council can do what council wants to do. We're not acting on this.
To be
Next
clear,
resolution,
to be clear,
number 280, authorizing...
So, hold on, so you're going to wind up, just so I get you on videotape, Doc, you're going to wind up going
Yes,
against the
this will
council?
automatically go to the floor.
So you're going to go
in
against,
the November meeting.
against council and his wishes?
I disagree with council.
So
I'm
was this
chair
on the
of this
agenda last
committee.
month? So you're going to violate the rules, just want to know.
No, it's not a violation of the rules.
Okay,
According
you
to
see-
Chair's council has not been 60
So
days.
does chair
Chair's council has no
council or
authority.
majority council wind up running the meetings?
Just to be clear. Check your
Just
calendar.
so who sits there? Next month.
I guess
Clarification, please.
They're not voting on this,
Are you checking the agenda for last month? We just voted on this.
Okay,
but they're not voting on it this month.
what is the final disposition of this? Is this going to the floor for November? Or is it being tabled? What is it?
under the rules that we agree on, yes, automatically it will go to the floor.
For the November meeting.
Correct?
Okay. Is Is that what you
It's just not right for this committee to.
We have to
act
have a
on tonight.
decision.
No,
by
we
the
could, but
committee.
we don't have to.
But you are, because
We're not, no.
it was invoked the 60-day, okay,
It's
so.
not 60 days.
You're getting what you want. Let's move forward.
I'm unclear about something. If something automatically goes to the floor, then why do we vote on it in committee?
The idea is to give deference to the power of the members of the committee. If you want to disregard the power's ability to take action,
But
that's
if you're
certainly
saying
the
that
committee's
it's
choice.
not going out.
I would recommend you recognize the long-standing practice of this body and not change it.
Something else, not voted on.
Well, I happen to disagree that it's a long-standing policy of this body. It's not been 60 days. That's what the rules say. So this committee does not have to act on this. If you choose, if you want to act on it, you may act on it. But it's going to the floor automatically, regardless of what we do or don't do here tonight.
Then why is it still
Under
on
the rules as they're currently.
So I guess, if I can be recognized, all
Well,
right? You said that it's going out to the floor. You said we don't have to act on it, but it's on our agenda. So what happens to it? And why is it
all
on?
previous business stays on our agenda until it goes elsewhere. That doesn't mean that it's right to be acted on,
So is
or
it,
that the committee has to act on it.
so is it the decision of the chair that it goes out?
No.
No, it's a decision of the rules.
60
There's
days.
Oh,
no,
the rules.
no decision on my part whatsoever.
Okay.
But like I said, if the committee wants to vote on it, it's the committee's prerogative. If you don't need to.
I suggest we move on to the next one. Resolution 2.
Motion to table, motion to not act on it at all. We don't need to act on it at all.
You have to.
No, you need to make it.
There's no question here, members of the committee, that this practice has been in place, regardless of the chair's current ad hoc decision to change ordinance.
Number 2, resolution number 280, we'll agree to disagree on that. Authorizing Albany County's participation in the sales tax-free week for 2018 on items of clothing and shoes costing less than $110. Mr. Signorachi,
Yes,
you're
sir.
here.
So we have had some dialogue, actually council's had dialogue with the Department of Tax and Finance. In its current form, this resolution cannot go as is because they made some changes in 2015 to the tax law. There's one of two ways that the county legislature can proceed. One is to have to do away with all sales tax, county sales tax on all items, $110 or $110 and less than $110, or which would wind up being a significant financial impact, or 2, that the county legislature passes a home rule law and they have both houses and the governor sign off on it to wind up having a tax-free week. We are currently working to see whether or not that we have the support up the hill and make sure that we do not fall into a situation where the county executive vetoes something like this. So we are looking to table it, to put it in the correct format, but we have been working diligently on this to get it in the right format and to make sure that we do not embarrass ourselves for passing legislation that has no teeth or means
So
nothing.
in its current form, it's effective. So we're tabling this as a
That's
request
the
of the
response.
sponsor.
This is being
Okay.
tabled. I just wanted to give you an update.
Thank you. Number 3, resolution
you.
number 333, repealing resolution number 445 of 2016, establishing a policy regarding other charges transferred to Albany County on delinquent tax bills.
Let's table that, Charlie. Still working on it.
Tabled at the request of the sponsor. Resolution number 337, update and create an Albany County Master Waterfront Plan to promote travel, tourism, recreation, and waterfront development on the Hudson and Mohawk Rivers in Albany County. Happened to the sponsor. Mr. Signorachi? Tabled, the sponsor is no longer here. Number 5, local law R for 2018, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, prohibiting the Albany County government from assisting in the investigation of citizenship or immigration status of any person. Sponsor is not here. Table. Number 6, amending Resolution 99 for 2016 as amended by Resolution 40572 for 2016 regarding an agreement with Andrami. Sheriff asked that that be tabled. Number 7, Resolution number 376, public hearing on proposed local law R for 2018.
Table that for now.
Tabled and
With various people about it.
requested the sponsor. Number 8, authorizing the conveyance of real property known as Bayberry Lane in the city of Cohoes.
Mr. Chairman, how are you?
Getting better? I think our budget guests are really looking forward to their time at the table.
I can imagine, yes. On a non-budget related item, just requesting permission to transfer an empty lot to a budding owner. It is for an amount that is not the going, it's more than the going rate for lots, and therefore we deem it appropriate to send it to you.
Mr. McLaughlin, everything is cleared up from the last meeting with
I have
uncertainty
received,
about?
Mr. Chairman, that's a very good question. I've received no statements otherwise.
Any questions from members? Do I have a motion?
Motion moved.
Mr. Joyce, second by Mr. Grimm. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we got one. Number 9, adopting an amendment to the Albany County Capital Program for 2019 to 2023. Commissioner Thalen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is the acting to actually change the adopted budget, or the adopted capital plan. You have budget on my mind right now. To accommodate the sheriff's request. It wasn't a fiscal impact to this change, it was only a descriptive change.
Motion. O'Brien, second Mr. Grimm. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you. Number 10, rescinding the transfer of 407 First Street in the city of Albany, the Albany County Land Bank, per resolution number 272 for 2018. Mr. McLaughlin?
Mr. Chairman, something that's kind of become I guess we'll call it a tradition over the past few months. Former owner caught foreclosure late, and therefore we're requesting a sale back for taxes owed. As you can see from the amount, I think it's around $7,000. Doesn't fall into the category of the typical property that we foreclose on, so just requesting the sale back. We have certified funds of that amount, by the way.
Thank you. Motion? Mr. Higgins, second Mr. O'Brien. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that concludes our review of previous business. Now we'll go on to current business. Number 11, authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 7 Fulton Street in the city of Cohoes. You're still here, Mr. McLaughlin.
Yes, sorry. This is a request transfer of property. This is a withdrawn parcel. It's been withdrawn due to an abundance of debris. We have had issues with properties in other areas with there being debris on a property because you don't know what's been dumped. This is an abutting owner, and so it's advantageous to transfer these sort of properties to owners who have a vested interest, so to speak, and are willing to clean up the property at their own expense.
Questions from members?
Does the city of Cohoes have a position on it?
None has been communicated to me.
Mr.
Bless you.
O'Brien, here's it. Second, Ms. Willingham. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Number 12, Mr. McLaughlin is still here.
Sorry.
Rescinding the transfer of 245 Livingston Avenue to the, rescinding the Albany County Land Bank per resolution number 505 of 2017, and authorizing the conveyance of real property in the city of Albany located at 245 Livingston Avenue.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. If you give me just a minute to explain, because this is somewhat different from the previous actions that we've taken. I want members to be aware of what we're trying to do. This is an elderly woman. We took judgment to her property. She was in the process of working with the New York State MAP program. That's the Mortgage Assistance Program. She is undergoing chemotherapy as we speak. The MAP program has given her an approval to pay the delinquency. but they can't provide certified funds. So what we are asking for is authorization to sell it back, and we will not allow closure on the property until we have the funds, which will just all happen at that meeting, but they need the resolution for the sale back for this dispensation of the funds, if that makes sense.
So you're saying we need to pass this, or you can go to the next step?
We're caught in a chicken or the egg scenario, right? So we're halfway there, but in order to complete it, we need a resolution committing to the sale back for the MAP program, which is given a preliminary approval to release the funds.
Thank you for that explanation.
Motion move.
Mr. Joyce, second by Mr. Mendick. All those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous.
Thank you very much.
Are
I
you
think I'm
done
done.
now?
I think so.
Okay. Thank you. 13, authorizing the acceptance of grant funding and an agreement with the New York State Office of Temporary Disability Assistance, TDA, regarding SNAP bonus award allocation and amending the 2018 Department of Social Services budget. Commissioner.
How are we doing today? Again. As you may have remembered, we went through committee, I believe 2 sessions ago, about to accept some grant funding for some kiosks for the social services facility. This is to accept that funding. These kiosks are used for the Enhanced SNAP Benefit Award, and this program should be something that's pretty good for the community.
Questions? Motion? Joyce? What, you have a question or?
No, I'm trying to digest it. We're buying 4 kiosks for 80,000? What am I
It's
reading
a little
here?
over 100 altogether.
Is that state funding?
Non-county.
All right.
Yeah, it's,
Can I please,
Ms. Willingham?
can you tell how it works? Can you just quick?
so the way it works is there will be a total of 4 kiosks purchased. 2 of them will be located at DSS. We're hoping that it will be a quick way for folks to enter DSS, enroll in SNAP, food stamps, or if they have to reauthorize their benefits, they can use the kiosks. There's going to be as we learn how the machines work, an examination as well as engagement with the community and our other DSS providers with location options for the other 2 machines. And basically what it is just it's an electronic way to enroll in the program. In SNAP. And it's specific only to the SNAP benefit. It does not apply to any of the other DSS benefit programs.
So that, with the hopes that it will cut down on,
Well, on a whole host of things, but we're obviously lines, we don't, folks don't like going to DSS, we understand that. So aside from it hopefully speeding up the process, if they do have to go to DSS, by placing it in the community at locations where DSS is perhaps doing employment training for those receiving temporary assistance benefits, making it more proximate to where folks who are engaged in DSS activities are, so they don't have to make multiple trips, just trying to make it easier in that regard.
And I think we were done with you, Mr. McLaughlin.
I know, I'm sorry.
Do I have a motion?
motion,
Willingham, second Mr. Clay, all those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you very much. 14, authorizing the bond resolution regarding Wi-Fi improvements to this room.
This is included in the 2019.
No, the Albany County Times Union Center.
Yes, sir. This is included in the 2019 capital plan. We're just looking for the approval of a bond resolution for $374,000 to get this project on its way.
So that's 100% county bond funding, general obligation debt.
Correct.
Questions from members? Mr. Higgins.
How many bids did we get for the project?
This was, if I believe, this project was done under a
Sole source. It was
Sole
sole source.
sole source from the deal. The contract went through last night on the Public Works, approval of the contract.
Actually, Bob Belber had explained that, I'm sorry.
Speaking of it.
That,
Bob, would you like to address this?
I'd be happy to answer the question.
Because I got some.
Thank you.
sorry.
Please.
So this is a sole source contract. It's a state certified contractor vendor, and the same Wi-Fi system was installed at the Albany Capitol Center, and with these Wi-Fi systems, and these are huge, they're very robust. The gigs on this are, and I don't want to bore you to death with this, but you'll be able to have 17,000 people at the Times Union Center that can all be on it at one time. At the same time, the Wi-Fi at the Albany Capitol Center with a full convention will be on at the same time. But if either of the two go down, the redundancy is going to help one another. So if our system goes down, the robustness of the Albany Capitol Center one would take over and still provide Wi-Fi at the arena, and vice versa. And they've already run the cable down the walkway, and it's ready to be hooked up at our building. So, I'm sorry? It is a fiber wire.
Does the building itself have to be restrung?
There's wiring that has to be done inside, yes, part of the contract. And the number of points that are all throughout the building to make sure that Wi-Fi is evenly distributed has all been mapped out very, very well. And I would like to say, and Dave, I appreciate what Dave is doing to get this bond resolution in quicker, because of the tariffs that are taking place. There was going to be a 25% increase in the cost on this if we didn't give a commitment by November 1st. And I went back to the company and said the full vote of the legislature probably won't be until November 12th. So I need a grace period until at least the 15th so that we can get you a commitment letter after the vote. And they granted us that grace period in writing.
Great.
Action by the Audit and Finance Committee should help. Any other questions, Mr.
Yeah,
Green?
thank you, Mr. Chairman.
O'Brien?
This is a big deal for people who visit facilities. I mean, I've been in facilities that have Wi-Fi, and I press the button, it takes me 5 minutes to get on the website.
Yeah.
So, Bob, what is our capacity right now for people to go there? How quickly can they get online?
So right now, it's virtually impossible for the whole public to get online, or even a portion of it. Right now, we save...
Don't you get a lot of complaints about that? Or?
We do get a lot of complaints. We have to save the Wi-Fi that we do have, which is not very good for like NCAA media and so forth that come in the building, but there's nowhere enough to be able to have the public be able to get on right now. This will allow everyone to be able to get on.
Will they have to sign in at all? Log in, or will they automatically be able to sign on?
So that's a really good question. We want to be able to capture who's going on, and there's a lot of reasons for that. We are not going to sell lists. There's none of that that's going to happen. But we would like to be able to communicate with them down the road about future events and so forth. So we want to know who they are, but there won't be any fees to go on. We want it to be free. And the key thing here is that this is where the whole world is going, as everybody knows, with their iPhones and accessibility. And so a lot of the artists, the concert artists, are allowing their brand new songs to be able to be downloaded while you're at the concert. And you can actually download it for free. And so buildings that have this have a better chance of getting tour dates. And it'll help us a great deal.
So with these improvements, will they be able to, you say 17,000 people, will they be able to download quickly and even do these, we're seeing more now live, Facebook Lives, which is live streaming, which is really an encumbrance.
Yep.
Will they be able to manage that?
They will.
That's a spectacular improvement.
The robustness of the system is just incredible.
Great.
Motion, Mr. Ray Joyce?
Actually, just a quick question. Quick question. Yeah, just, Bob, who's doing the work? Who's the vendor?
It's TTI.
TTI, okay, thanks. Motion to move.
Turnkey technology.
Pardon?
Motion.
I have a motion from Mr. O'Brien, second by Mr. Davidson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you. Here's your pen.
Sorry.
Last item on the agenda, authorizing the acceptance of grant funding from State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services regarding emergency preparedness initiative and amending the 2018 Albany County budget. What's it in regard to?
Good evening, Mr. Chair. So this is an annual grant that comes down from Homeland Security. It's for $452,000. It's going to be split up between Department of Health, General Services, and Information Services.
And what's it going to do?
So Department of Health already budgeted for it.
Involved with this?
So, like I said, annual budget, it goes to a variety of different things. Homeland Security is going to be funding Department of Health so they can have PODS training, which is point of dispersion, point of dispensing. It also goes to fringe and personnel benefits that are specific to Homeland Security events. Information Services is going to beef up their cybersecurity for the whole county. DGS is going to use $20,000 to do an active shooter plan.
Is everything to do with Board of Elections as well?
Is that exactly what it means, active shooter?
Yes, ma'am.
Just Willingham, any other questions?
Oh, no.
Questions? Motion?
Motion.
Ms. Willingham, second by Mr. Grimm. Sorry, Mr. Clay, you can go next. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Unanimous. That concludes our business for this evening.